Kandahar is the biggest NATO base in the world. With £1 billion worth of hardware and 14,000 people behind the fence, it needs to be protected. And that's down to the RAF regiment, the infantry of the Royal Air Force. It's 6 a.m. and A-Flight have been on call all night, in uniform and boots, ready to go at a moment's notice. Young gunner Nathan Jules was fresh out of training when he was sent to Afghanistan.
I don't really talk much in the morning, mate. Not a morning person whatsoever.
Shift over, they're off to get some breakfast.
One thing I like about being here, going to the American mess, and getting pancakes for breakfast. That's brilliant. Especially when you feel like shit in the morning.
How much sleep did you have?
I had quite a bit actually, about 4.5 hours. Really get used to it though. I find now on my day off, if I have like more than 6 hours sleep, I feel like I've overslept.
Four months ago, Jules' squadron were getting ready to leave the UK. He'd never been abroad before.
It's my first holiday, going to Afghanistan. It's going to be brilliant.
His boss, Sergeant Bennett Jones, had to keep a close eye on all the brand new recruits.
I'm pretty much their dad, and I think any dad would agree with me, having a child is very stressful, all right? Now imagine having 30 kids to look after at once. It's a massive learning curve for them, and you'll see the difference from now to the end of the tour, massively grown-up people. Get on the bus now, all right?
Jonesy was about to become a dad for real, leaving behind his fiancée Lucy, who was pregnant with their first baby.
It's just a bit nerve-wracking now because I'm not going to see him until he gets back after the baby's born, so scary, I suppose.
Now, the squadron's 2/3 of the way through their tour of duty. And Jonesy's just got some news.
A phone call from my missus' family saying Lucy's water had broke. I spoke to her probably about 2 hours later, and she was actually very quiet on the phone. And I asked, why are you so quiet? And she said, because she was in a hospital ward. And then she said, obviously, I've just given birth to our little daughter, so yeah. So it's quite exciting. And I haven't really slept since then. I've just been walking around and pacing around and just doing stuff and just trying to keep busy.
He can't get on a flight for a couple of days, so won't be able to see his new baby just yet.
I wish I was there, and I'm gutted I missed it in a way. But it still doesn't stop what I'm doing here.
He's got to lead a fact-finding mission outside the wire. He and his lads get kitted up for a 2-day patrol. Jules is on top cover.
This road here leads all the way to Kandahar city. It's one of the main transit points. It's one of the ones we keep an eye on the most.
This is one of the most dangerous roads in Afghanistan.
If you go past someone, we'll make sure they've stopped and on the side of the road. Because you never know what they got in there.
If the drivers don't stop, they get a warning.
We didn't fire at them, we just fired it into a bit of dead ground beside them.
The regiment finds some suspicious holes by the side of the road. Improvised explosive devices, or IEDs, are one of the regiment's biggest threats. 5 of the squadron have already been injured by these roadside bombs.
There was 3 holes, even they spread apart. They plant IEDs and hold them. They dig in and dig them in. It's something we look for, keep an eye on them.
This time, the holes are empty. They continue their journey. But there's a taxi that isn't stopping as it should.
Don't like vehicles follow me at that distance.
Any driver could be a suicide bomber.
They blow up at any time. We would like to keep them at 100 metres. It's fucking stupid. It pisses me off. It's like they've got nothing better to do with it, like, apart from end it. I would love to know how they think. I really would. Just to know why they just want to kill us.
The suspect vehicle stops to let the regiment pass. But the stress is getting to Choules.
It does drain you mentally, and emotionally, and physically. You just fucked, basically. It's a proper drain. I don't know how I'm going to feel at the end of this 6 months.
The convoy's heading to a summer house belonging to the brother of the Afghan president. He hardly ever goes there, but the regiment wants to check it out.
That's where we're going over there. The building in between the two lights on the lower ground, because nobody knows what goes on in there. Nobody knows what's in there.
That compound is within our area of responsibility. So even though it's pretty much owned by, President Karzai's brother, we still need to know about it. We will try diplomatically gaining access. Just get in there, take pictures of the place. Got to get information on stuff like the security force, how many people they have in there at certain times, all the usual pertinent questions.
The servants let them in.
Very nice, isn't it? Very nice. Yeah.
They get the layout and the contents of the house.
Get a photo of these books as well. Get a photo of the books as well.
There's Lynn's got his AK there.
Jonesy wants to know what other guns are kept in the house.
What sort of weapons?
PKM,
PKM, yeah.
AK,
Yeah.
RPG.
RPG. And they keep all them here, do they? Yes. When he comes here, does he bring his own security force with him? More people, like bodyguards and... Yes. Thank you. Okay, mate. Nothing seriously dodgy in there. There was one room that was locked. That's his sleeping quarters. I haven't got the authority to, obviously break into him because I'm not doing an actual search. It's just a normal rich person's house within the area.
Safety Steve and Careful Carl are off to inspect the base. Their first stop, the rubbish tip, where locals are employed by a private contractor to sort through 60 tonnes of rubbish a day.
I must admit, they do a fantastic job. And they all do it with a smile on their face, which I don't know where else you would get that.
I don't think you'd find it anywhere in Britain, that's for sure, but it's not something I'd like to do.
The rubbish is put into separate piles. Food gets buried, paper and cardboard's burnt, plastic goes into a toxic waste unit, and there's one special burn pit.
As well as medical waste, we actually do cremations for military dogs.
Okay.
We cremated one last week that was awarded 2 medals. And the soldiers come back and collect the ashes.
Right.
And ship it back to the States.
And that would just be for the military dogs, the wild dogs.
So the wild dogs we put in the big burners.
In the pit of Hades.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. I mean, well, I guess these dogs were considered soldiers, right?
Yeah, I don't know how the US is, I'm sure it's the same as us, but our dogs in the Royal Air Force are called airmen, air dogs, I beg your pardon.
Steve and Carl's next job is to collect ammunition that's been dumped by the troops coming back to base. The soldiers aren't allowed to carry any live bullets or grenades on them unless they're on duty. So there are ammo bins around the camp, and they fill up pretty quickly.
Let's see what goodies we've got.
Let's have a little look. Lovely jubbly.
So we've got about 3 or 4 days worth in here. Lots of Eastern European ammunition.
I feel like a Mexican bandit with this amount of ammo.
My job today is to dispose of all this unserviceable munitions. If the coalition forces, we're going to use the ammunition that we have in here. It might not work because it has an old shelf life. So we blow it up and take it off the street so the enemy can't use it.
The regiment lads are heading back to base after being outside the wire on patrol. They've been sleeping in the desert where the temperature at night has dropped to -10.
It's like getting up in the morning like full softy suit on, balaclava, everything, every bit of warm kit I had, but it was still cold.
What, that's frost?
Yeah.
That's frost. That's frost!
Hey, is there any frost there?
Mate, there's fucking frost right there, right?
My morale has gone down massively. I can't imagine what it's going to be like this time next month, because it hasn't even started raining yet. It's just the beginning of winter, and I'm really hating it.
Chules's boss, Jonesy, is packing to go back to the UK. He's got a month's leave because 2 days ago, his fiancée gave birth to a little girl.
It still feels a bit weird at the moment because I haven't actually seen her yet. I think when I actually see her for the first time and pick her up, then yeah, I think, yeah, it'll be massively different. So yeah, looking forward to that one.
He's got a 15-hour journey, flying the first leg on a C-17 Globemaster. At RAF Brize Norton in Oxfordshire, a TriStar touches down. Sergeant Bennett Jones of the RAF Regiment is home after 4 long months away. And he's about to be reunited with his fiancée Lucy and meet his week-old daughter Maisie for the very first time.
No.
Got her?
Yeah, but that's it.
Lovely.
The first time I picked her up was actually quite scary, in honesty, because she just feels really delicate, and I was just a bit like uneasy and on edge, you know, thinking, am I doing it right, am I holding it right, or it's just quite a weird feeling. It's quite nice though. Yeah.
When he came home, it was just Maisie was in her cot. And he didn't know what to do, he didn't know what to say, he just looked a bit lost, but in like a sweet kind of way. He couldn't stop smiling at her. It was just instant sort of attraction. Right, in the mouth, fully in. No, she can't have that, it's got to go all the way in. That's it.
There you go. This is the first time I've fed her. She seems to have fell asleep at the moment. She's playing with it.
Being home from a war zone means a big adjustment for Jonesy and Lucy.
After seeing the stuff he sees, it's a bit, I don't know, traumatic for him really in a sense. So I don't think he likes to say much about it. And then I feel like I missed out on his life, so I get a bit with him. So it feels like he's changed, but then I suppose I feel like I've changed to him because we spent so much time apart.
It's not funny there.
In a month's time, he'll be back in Afghanistan, and Lucy and Maisie will be on their own again.
Bennett's got so much at stake at home. You know, if anything happens, we're going to be just lost. You know, that's the only word. It's just a bit lost without him.
Jones is happy to be with his family, but he can't help but think about his squadron 4,000 miles away in Kandahar.
Even though I was leaving for a good reason, obviously, to come back and meet my daughter and that, it still felt rough leaving them behind. I mean, I'm still worried now. I still go on the internet so I can have a quick chat with them, just to make sure they're right. But I can honestly say, I think if something did happen out there to any of them, I'd be trying to get back out there.
One squadron's got another 2 months to serve in Afghanistan. 21-year-old gunner Nathan Chules started his tour with such high hopes.
It is the best job in the world. I'd even recommend it to my own mother. That's how confident I am about this job.
He and his mates trained hard to do a difficult job.
Lads, if you put your knees down, you owe me $1. 1, 2.
Now they've patrolled hostile territory in both 40-degree heat and freezing conditions, day and night, constantly on the lookout for an invisible enemy.
Basically, someone's signalling that they know what we're doing, basically.
Nathan Chules got to see the real Afghanistan.
Makes you think that your house at home isn't that really that bad. Look what these people live in. They're horrendous. Does make you think.
And with 5 of his mates wounded at the hands of the Taliban, the reality of war has taken its toll.
Oh, I can't wait to get home. I really can't wait to get home. I'm actually counting down the days. Because mentally, it just fucks you up. I feel like I've aged like fucking 20 years since I've been out here.
Charles's squadron will eventually be replaced by the Queen's Colour Squadron. But with no end to the war in sight, Kandahar Air Base will continue to grow. And NATO's presence will remain in Afghanistan.